everyone. Today we had the pleasure to talk with Brandon. He is the operation director of Sobel Network Shipping Co. And he's here in Lima for Expoalimentaria 2024. We are going to talk about his expectations and the opportunity for Peruvian agro-export in the US market, and much more. Stay with us for this interesting conversation on international trade and market trends. Hi, Brandon.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. What about you?
Doing well, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for this interview. To start, the Expoalimentaria show is the most important food and beverage trade fair in Latin America. Okay, serving as a business platform, meeting point for key operation in distribution, retails, HoReCa, and specialized channels in the national and international market. With this context, what are your expectations to discover accomplished during this event?
So I'm hoping to get a much better insight on the Latin market to the United States between fresh food, produce, and associated commodities. I'm also hoping to make some great connections and partnerships with various companies that are going to be importing to and from the United States.
Okay. As you can see, the Peruvian agro-export market has grown significantly in recent years. Okay, so from your perspective, how have you seen this development in the US, and which Peruvian products do you think they are standing out the most?
Yeah, so I think that over the last few years, the Peruvian market has really exploded in the US compared to other Latin markets, and we anticipate that to keep growing over the next 5 years. I would say the largest products that we see the boom in is fresh fruits and produce, along with some textiles, ceramics, and associated products like that. But the vast majority of it is fruits and vegetables.
Okay, so which products more about this region have you seen most growing, like in US, not just in Peru, but in whole Latin? Like which products do you see like in the US or are the most like the people import?
Yeah, so I think it's essentially a similar answer. You're seeing a lot of fruits, vegetables. We see a lot of fish come from the Latin market. We see a lot of clothing and wearing apparel and associated textiles coming. And I think that's only going to keep growing as time goes between trade from the Far East is significantly reducing, and importers in the United States are trying to find new sources for all of their products that they need to import and sell and distribute. And Latam seems like it's going to be one of the main markets that the importers settle on.
Okay, with all of this information, in your point of view, which are the challenges that exporters in Latam or also in Peru they need to do, like to enter in the US market?
Yeah, so it's obviously always commodity specific. I think the most important thing that any exporter from any country can do is to make sure that they're set up with a reliable partner at origin and destination to make sure that they're always adhering to local government regulations. So in the case of this show, I would say getting in contact with us and the AG group for the US side, making sure that you have all the proper clearances and proper documentation prior to importing into the States and prior to exporting from the States.
We know that with all of these challenges, like it's important like to have a good partner in logistics because it's crucial in this way. So how do you think that Sobel and also AG Group can be part of this logistic term from the new exporters like to have their products in the US?
Yeah, so I know one of the core programs that we do at Sobel is we do an informed compliance program where we make sure that your supply chain from A to Z is compliant, is doing everything the right way, has the proper documentation, and is doing it in a timely fashion. And we're committed to doing that for all the partners that we make here this week at the fair. And we're going to be working with AG Group to make sure that everything in the Peruvian and the Latam side is done the same way.
Okay. Also, in this kind of documentation that you already mentioned, what kind of certificates, documents are essential, like for the people or the importers need to get all the food products in the US?
So food products always as an exporter, you're always going to need an FDA registration number. If you're exporting, fruits and vegetables from Latam to the United States, and they're going to be organic, you're going to need certified organic certificates. You're going to need to be able to provide those to USDA. And then everything else is essentially on a case-by-case basis. And that's why you need to go to us to make sure that we're giving you the expertise, so you don't have any holdups and you don't have re-exportations when they come into the States.
Okay, so in the case of food, as you can see in the US, what are the current trends? For example, products like the people now consume more the organic ones, like more junk foods,
Yeah, so I think that's the trend worldwide, where everybody's trying to eat a little cleaner. And in the United States, it's no different. But also, that's why like I just said, USDA is caught on, and they're really enforcing certified organic certification. So not everybody can just say, well, this is an organic avocado. But yeah, it's everything certified organic, everything clean is really on the up and up, as is the regulations associated with it.
Okay. Also, products like avocados, also blueberries, gain popularity in the US. But also, what are the products that you seen have this potential also to enter into US market?
I would say the one thing that I think has a smaller market but can potentially be a much larger market is the pomegranate, more than anything else, just because it's so good.
Okay. And also, we know that FDA plays a crucial role in this food imports in the US. What is the main requirements that Peruvian exporters must have to the products can fit with the requirements that FDA asks?
Yeah, so any food product needs to have an FDA registration number. We offer the services to make sure that you have the FDA registration number, make sure it's valid, as well as the proper product declaration needs to be declared upon importation, which we offer that service as well. Along with that, Customs and FDA are going to require documentation to supplement what you're importing is actually the correct codes. And after that, it's pretty much a standard process, and we handle it A to Z, no problem.
Okay, thank you for your answers. And just to finish this conversation, this interview, how do you see the collaboration between Asia Group and also Sobel, with Peruvian exporter after this show, and also what are your expectations coming from the next month, year?
Yeah, so I think in an ideal world between AG Group and Sobel, it's for us to work as one company, not as two, with these with these conferences and working together to secure more business. I don't think us working separately is going to be nearly as effective as our combined expertise in both of our markets. I think it's just going to make it go really quickly. I don't have a necessarily, numerical expectation within the next year. I think that it's going to be very successful though.
Okay, thank you so much.